Hey, this is Mike, and updating you on what's coming up for our first indoor gathering on Sunday, September 13th. And even if you're watching this after that, this still will be in effect. So there's really a couple ways I want to do this. One is to tell you what is not new about what has been happening since we've been outside even the last 2 months, and what will be new as we move inside and what to expect if you decide to come on Sundays from then on forward. Number one, what's not new? What's not new is masks. We're still requiring masks to be worn because the state of Michigan has ordered those who are in establishments inside to wear masks. We want to, as part of our values, want to honor our government leaders and medical professionals, and so we will continue to do that as well. There's all sorts of masks that people wear. I have a little face shield. Some of the people have bandanas. Some people have all sorts of things. We also have masks available for you, even that disposable ones and not disposable ones. That will be made available if you do not have one when you come. Also, we're going to highly encourage social distancing. Actually, when you come in, you'll see that the chairs are already out. You don't have to bring your own chairs as coming inside. We have a lot of chairs here. There'll be actually distance in our worship center to make sure that we're socially distanced from each other, but we highly encourage you to do that with that said. What also isn't new is that we still won't have coffee and donuts. I know that was a really cool thing. I miss it too, but considering all the regulations that are in place, it's just not advisable at this moment. But we look forward to the day where that can happen again. However, we do have bottled water that's provided. So we'll have bottled water sit out. If you do get thirsty, we'll encourage you to take a bottle of water that way. If you want to bring your own food, we're not going to stop you. Just don't bring a feast for a potluck. We can't really participate in a potluck yet here. But if you want to bring your own donuts and coffee and make people jealous, go ahead. You can do that. Also, we will still not have any kids ministry activities formally. So the classrooms are still locked. However, we do have packets that have been made available for children as they come. We've been doing that since we've been outside, and Tiffany's been working hard to continue those. And we're obviously continuing to reimagine what that looks like for the fall, considering we're not going to have the normal sort of activities that way. But there will be some stuff for the kids here too. Also, we're still going to be live streaming. For those of you that still feel uncomfortable about coming and just still not sure yet, we're still going to be live streaming the service starting at 10 a.m. Just as normal. We're doing it indoors instead, and so we're still working on making that crisp and clean. If you've been around us long enough, knowing that I'm not touching this stuff so it doesn't break, but we're still going to be doing that, and really excited about that, and I'm so grateful for all the people that have been involved with that. Now, that's the not so new. Now let's talk about the things that will be different. If you've been with us outdoors, or even you haven't come yet, here's some things that will be different as we're coming indoors starting on September 13th. Number one, we're going to have an established traffic flow. Meaning this, that there actually will be a place to come into the building, which is the main entrance, and there will actually be a place to go out of the building, which is the northwest entrance in the worship center. So we're actually going to have a flow, like a one-way flow, going in and outside the building. And that's just so we don't keep walking people past each other and those kinds of things. Also, you will be required to check in when you get inside the building, because we are actually going to assign seating. So I know that's kind of weird. It's weird. It's like, wait, we have assigned seats? Yes, we do. And the reason for that is it helps us to establish better contact tracing if someone does test positive. So we're actually going to be recording who's sitting where, not so that you can have the same seat every Sunday. I know some of you are like, wait, where can I claim my seat? But more for the fact that we can do the correct contact tracing if we need to. Now, every week it's going to be different. We got a process of how we're going to assign people as they come in. So depending on what time you get here, you're going to probably be in a different spot every week depending. But we're going to do that so we can have a better sense of who's coming and where they're sitting in case we need to contact people if someone does test positive. The other thing that's going to be difficult for many of you is all of our conversations are going to happen outside. And what I mean by that is, meet and greet time. Before the service, after service, we are directing outside of the building. Basically, the only time that we're inside the building is when we're actually having worship together. And so it's okay to be there in your assigned seats here, but if we go to the meet and greet, we're going to usher people outside for those conversations, usher people back in. I know it's a little inconvenient, it's a little different, but it does help us with a lot of the regulations that are in place to just be the safest we can be. So that'll be a little different, but I know we'll adjust. And finally, and this is both for the not new and the new, here's the thing. If you feel sick at all, if you feel not the greatest, if you have some issue, no matter if you feel like it's COVID symptoms or not, the cardinal rule is if you have a sense of being sick or feel a little not great, please stay home. We just don't want to have a chance of exposing anyone that way. And so if you feel sick, please stay home. It's hard because I've had to tell my wife that sometimes. I've had to do that myself even in the last couple of months. So if you don't feel well, please stay home. And that's why we live stream, right? So we can continue to have those gatherings. So hopefully that's all you need to know. And we've also going to publish a document, just like we did last time, on our website, on our live page. If you go to newgroundchurch.org/live, there's a ton more details about all the things that we're enacting on the indoor part of the plan, which we also have up there, our original plan that we wrote about beginning of the summer, I believe. We wrote that. That's still in effect. This is that phase 5 of that plan. And so the detail that you'll see on the live page is more details on how that looks like right now than some of those things I'm telling you right now. Obviously, I haven't told you every single exhaustive things, like, we're going to let, 1 or 2 people in the restroom at a time. All those types of things are going to be guided by people who are ushering, and also we'll have some things to say up front at the beginning of the gathering on Sunday as well, just to remind you of that. So I'm really excited to be able to get back together. Obviously, we're trying to be as safe as possible. I'm looking forward to, believe it or not, we're starting the fall kickoff right on Sunday, which is still a weird thing. It was like fall kickoff, and it just felt like a grind for pretty much all of 2020, right? It's felt that way, but looking forward to getting back together inside our own building and worshiping together with you. As always, if you have questions or comments or concerns, please email us, info@newgroundchurch.org. Contact us on our social media pages, Facebook, which is New Ground Church MI, or Instagram at New Ground Church. Be sure to get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Look forward to seeing you on Sundays, and grace and peace to you, my friends.